public and private settings. This quilt was a grant-sponsored project by the Alliance for California Traditional Folk Arts. They have a program called the Master Apprentice Program, where you have to teach a traditional folk art to someone in your culture, your community, or your family. And so my two younger nieces were the two apprentices for the project. And once you receive the grant, then the state of California classifies you from that point as a master artist in your traditional folk art. So this was our story quilt, and I thought that as you see the different quilts, you start to recognize not only does every quilt have a story, but some story quilts can be one whole image, and every part of it has a story. And then other story quilts, every block is to be read like a page. And so this is the Spider Weaver, and it's the story of kente cloth. And it talks about how the weavers, famous in their village for weaving the fabric, would go into the forest and check their traps for the grasshoppers, the animals that they used to catch. And one day, while they were checking their traps, they came across the most beautiful weaving they had ever seen. And they searched for the weaver, and it was a spider. And once they found the spider, they watched her dance up and down and in and out, and tried to imitate her weaving when they got back to the village. But they couldn't do it, and they fretted, and they were disappointed, and they were sad. And the wives told them, "Why don't you go back and bring back the weaver?" So they went back into the jungle and brought the weaver back and set the spider up between their two legs. And they watched as she danced up and down and over and under and in and out, and they created kente. And so everyone in the village is wearing the kente after they created it. And when this quilt hung in a couple of shows in Southern California, one of the shows always has an I Spy, because the people bring the young kids to the quilt show as well. So I had to stick something in at the last minute for I Spy. They had to find the frog. So the frog is under. But all of my applique is needle turn. All of my quilts are original design. This is based on an inspiration by a book, though, called Spider Weaver. And it has thread painting, it has hand needle turn applique, and it has dimensional embellishments. I just wanted to bring that one because it is a story quilt that you might think of when you think story quilt. The other quilt that I brought is a quilt that was about 17 years in the making. People knew I was creating it. They would mail me